Self-discipline is treated like a moral test. If you have it, you're respected. If you don't, you're judged by others and by yourself. Wake up early, push harder, ignore how you feel, and force results. And when that doesn't work, the conclusion is always the same: something must be wrong with you. But here's the truth. Most self-help advice avoids saying out loud. Self-discipline doesn't fail because people are lazy or weak. It fails because it's built on a false idea of how human beings actually function. And the people who suffer the most from this lie are usually the ones trying the hardest. We imagine disciplined people as machines. They wake up focused, never procrastinate, never doubt themselves, and never feel resistance. But that image is fake. What you're really seeing is the end result of a system that already works, not superhuman willpower. When you try to copy disciplined people, you don't copy their systems or their environment. You copy the pressure. And pressure is where discipline quietly starts to collapse. Because pressure demands force, and force always runs out. Self-discipline relies heavily on willpower, and willpower is limited. Every decision drains it. Forcing yourself to work when you're exhausted. Resisting distractions instead of removing them. Shaming yourself into action. Eventually, your brain does something very intelligent. It shuts down. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's protection. When discipline feels like punishment, your mind starts associating progress with pain, and no matter how badly you want something, your nervous system will avoid pain if it doesn't feel safe. Here's what rarely gets talked about. Most people don't lack discipline. They lack emotional safety. They're trying to improve while feeling inadequate, succeed while fearing failure, and change while carrying years of shame. Every task becomes emotionally heavy. So you're not avoiding the work. You're avoiding the feeling the work brings up. The fear of doing it wrong. The fear of proving your worst thoughts about yourself right. Discipline cannot survive in an environment ruled by fear. That's why discipline seems to work better for some people than others. People who grew up with encouragement instead of constant criticism learned structure without humiliation. Effort felt safe to them. For others, effort feels like self-attack. The self-help industry loves discipline because it's simple. Just do it. No excuses. When it fails, the blame is shifted onto you. You didn't want it badly enough. You didn't push hard enough. So you try again, burn out again, and feel worse each time. What actually works isn't more force, it's alignment. People don't become consistent because they bully themselves. They become consistent when their actions make sense to their inner world. That means reducing friction instead of increasing pressure. Designing your environment instead of relying on willpower. Making failure emotionally safe instead of catastrophic. Working with your energy instead of copying routines built for someone else's life. Discipline is not the starting point. It's the side effect. When your goals feel meaningful, your environment supports you, and your nervous system feels safe, discipline shows up on its own. You don't need motivation, you just move. This truth feels threatening because it asks for something deeper than waking up earlier. It asks you to understand yourself, question old beliefs, and let go of shame. That's harder to sell, but it's real. You don't need more discipline, you need less self-violence. Stop treating your mind like an enemy. Stop forcing systems that exhaust you. Discipline isn't a lie because effort doesn't matter. It's a lie because effort without alignment always turns into resistance, and resistance always wins.